past week has been really tough. I went to USA selection camp and everything that could go wrong went wrong. The first day was the track meet day, and that's where they do all of our times. And I was feeling really encouraged. I went to go take a shower. I looked all around the bathroom there to be like any latex sealant. It looked like it was latex free, but the door was open. Behind the door was a doorstop made out of latex, and I didn't see it. And so, like an idiot, I had my respirator on the other side of the room. I showered without the respirator on, because normally I have the shower with the respirator. As I was washing my hair, I started going in anaphylaxis. Got out of the shower without even rinsing my hair. I knew if I took an EpiPen that I would have to go to the hospital and I would miss tryouts. So I tried to squash it with steroids and inhalers and just to get my airway good enough. When it came time for that evening session, I was starting to get ready, and that's when my throat completely closed. The staff took me to the hospital, and then I got home that night at around midnight. I didn't realize this at the time, but I was allergic to the leads that they put on me to monitor my heart in the hospital. This photo that I took was over 24 hours after the stickers had been removed. I didn't see the rash. I don't have feeling. I didn't know the rash was there, but that's likely what caused that second episode of anaphylaxis the next day while I was playing rugby. Usually the day after anaphylaxis, like, you're so exhausted, your blood oxygen's still low. Felt like my whole body was lead, and I felt terrible. But I wanted to keep pushing. I wanted to keep trying. That session, they do scenarios, like game scenarios. And the first game, I played amazing. Like, I was feeling really hopeful. I was excited. And then towards the end of that round, I started to feel like I was underwater. And then that next game, my teammates were saying stuff to me, but I wasn't registering. I was actively in an allergic reaction, but I kept hoping that the adrenaline from the gameplay would kick in and it would help. But I kept making stupid mistakes. Like a 4-minute game, I think I was in the penalty box twice, playing so poorly that nobody even had to pick me up from the penalty box. It was extremely embarrassing. After that session, I had gone over to the athletic trainer. I'm really out of it. And at that point, like, I had also pretty much lost my voice. So I was sort of squeaking this. We had one more, and which I played in, and my voice was completely gone by that point. I was trying to call for the ball. Nobody could hear me. If they had gotten me the ball, I probably would have turned it over anyways, because I was that out of it. And the athletic trainer came over to me and was like, "Mass, you're not doing that." It's like, okay. And at that point, I was really like, I was starting to kind of wheeze. I was coughing a lot, and I started taking off my gloves. And thankfully, there were 3 athletes who had just gotten cut that were nearby, and I started banging my wheels like crazy and then keep pointing to Jim. They roll over quickly to Jim, and Jim brings me my EpiPen and gives me Epi. It was such a bad reaction that they did have to call the ambulance. I started having another anaphylactic episode within 10 minutes of that EpiPen. Those of you that know me know that, like, little creatures and critters always bring me a lot of comfort. I'd been waiting for EMS to arrive. I look down and I see a little gecko. So cute. And I pick him up. I squeak out, like, his name's Sebastian. Trainer was like, okay, like, you can hold on to Sebastian. EMS arrives at 12 minutes, inject me with another epi, and then they put me on oxygen, put like a albuterol nebulizer. I was out of it. I don't really know what everybody saw, but I do know that it wasn't discreet. Lakeshore staff was amazing through all of this. Meg, the sports psychologist, and the therapy dog Sybil followed behind the ambulance and stayed with me in the hospital. I was really struggling emotionally at that point, so I was grateful for the extra support. I knew that after those reactions and after how I had played, there was no way I wasn't getting cut. I don't know if I had been healthy, if the outcome would have been any different. Everybody who made the team deserves to be there. 32 of the best athletes competing for 16 spots. I just wish that I could have shown all of my hard work. I have worked my ass off with training. It's just frustrating when like you've devoted your life to something and something like a doorstop just like really random, you know, kind of takes away that opportunity. I do want to say that I'm extremely proud of myself for going in to tryouts knowing that I have this severe allergy, for everything that I have done to even be able to get invited, and then for making it past first cuts. I'm in a latex allergy support group, and pretty much everybody with an anaphylactic, airborne and contact latex allergy doesn't leave their home. I never wanted to be like that. And not only was I not like that, I travel more than the average person. And I play a sport that's primarily latex. I feel content with everything I put in. I don't feel like I left anything on the table. And even though I didn't make the team, one of my athletes did. As I was watching him play from the sideline, I was beaming with joy because there were several things that he was doing that were things that we had been working on in practice. He's like a sponge, and he's so coachable and has such a great attitude and is an incredibly hard worker. That's where I can be involved, is I can coach him. I can help and support even if I'm not actually on that court. It was a really shitty week for me. I feel like it was a good week because of Zane making the team.